Hi guys, it's Arsh Ellahi, and in today's session we're doing a follow-up from last week's video where I've taken on a 10-bedded HMO and I want to whip it around within a week, 2 weeks, absolute maximum. So we're actually in week 2, end of week 1, start of week 2. I want to show you the progress that we've made and more importantly how easy it is to make big improvements by just little adjustments. So here we are. The place looks like a bomb site outside. Don't worry. We've got guys that have just cut the hedge down. They've just taken one load away. They've come back to do a second load. Let's go and see what we've done inside though. So last week I talked about the property that it was being run badly. We had I use the words bad selection of tenants. Now what I've done is that I've actually brought them back into play. So what I've done there, I've sat down with all the tenants. I say, guys, okay, property's been badly managed, it's been badly run, you've been running it, you've been running the property into the ground, and that can't happen. So we've started to work with some of the tenants. It made no financial or logical sense to kick them out. Or well, technically speaking, we can't right now. But I started working with some of the tenants, and we've started to see a massive change already. So let's get working, let's get moving in. So straight away, we walk straight in, we're going to see a bit of a difference. You remember last week? Wow, I didn't expect to see this. Remember last week we saw lots of dark wood. It started to change. We've started to see a real change. More importantly, over the week that people have seen us doing work here, they've started to respect the property a lot more. So I'm going to take you straight away, first into room 1. This is what we consider our storeroom. So don't panic that we're seeing lots of stuff on the floor. But do you remember last week it was quite bare? Have a look, we started to put a feature on each of the doors. So the tenants are liking that we've got features on each of the doors. We put a feature wall up. We started to get some furniture in. This is being used as our storeroom at the moment. So we've got, I like the way that that's come out really well. So let's get moving on. Hi guys, sorry, filming. So remember last week we came in here, there was dark brown carpet on the floor, there's loads of stains, there were those horrible sofas. They've all been removed and look what we've got. We've got a lovely big bright space. You see that by cutting down the hedge out the front, we've brought a lot more light into the building. We've injected a lot more, put some new light fittings up, so we put some new, we've got nice colours on the wall. We made it open, we made it friendly, we made it so that people actually want to live here. More importantly, we'll be able to attract a higher calibre of tenant. And that's the purpose of this. We're trying to bring it up to a better standard so that everything does work. More importantly, as a result of attracting a better style of tenant, we'll be able to attract a higher level of rent as well, which makes this start to become a cash flowing machine. So let's keep moving forward. Last week we walked in here and it was very uninviting. We had almost like a magnolia kitchen, we had units falling off. We've managed to recycle a lot of the facilities in here. So the kitchen is the same kitchen. We've managed to upcycle, if that's, I've been watching some of those programs where you can upcycle. You can see that we've now got a feature wall. We're going to turn this into the house rules board. So what we're going to be saying to the tenants is that the house rules are going to be put on there, how we expect you to almost like behave whilst we're in the property. And we've seen that people have actually started to, we walked into the property last week, it was boiling. We've started to see that tenants are actually, do you want to come through? No. Okay, so we've started to see that tenants are actually starting to behave and actually look after the energy consumption. The boiler's not on 24/7. We've put a timer on the boiler and they're actually adhering to some of the rules that we put in. And this is all because of just having feet on the ground, people on the ground, and started to speak to tenants to see who's abusing it and who's kind of working with it. So I'm starting to get to know the tenants a little bit better and it's really working. So my aim by the end of this week, ready for next week, is that this building is going to be pretty much, we've got 7 tenants here at the moment. My aim is to get this up onto portals by the end of this week with a view of having the 3 rooms occupied next week. And I've calculated with some rent increases and also with the empty rooms occupied, it should cash flow between £2,000 to £2,500 a month. So that's my projections. So keep moving on. So you can see we've got new flooring down. We've got new flooring down in the passageway. We haven't done anything yet with the utility area, and we haven't done anything yet with the bathrooms. These are all, so we're trying to get the place functional by getting the kitchens and the living spaces. These are the next phase, so that's something that we're going to be working on. So let's get moving into the second kitchen. So second kitchen, we haven't touched yet. When I say we haven't touched, all the tenants have kind of been using this kitchen for the meanwhile for a week. I've said to them that don't panic. Once we've got that kitchen working, they can use that, and then we can come in here and we can work on this kitchen. You can see that the units again have been brought back into life. We've got new cookers turning up. We're going to get rid of the industrial style sink that we've got in place, and we've got so much going on. So, but the aim is to make sure that we don't leave tenants with any without facilities. So they've always had cookers, they've always had kitchen facilities whilst we've been working. They've always had bathrooms, so that we keep moving forward. Let's go back out this way. So upstairs, really impressed by how that's come out. It's the first time that I've seen that. So going up, we've started to work on, you can see that we've got almost like a go faster stride. Fan lights when I run up the stairs. Don't laugh. So here we are. So these are the two empty rooms. I've finished this area because what I want to do is, you can see that we've got the stripe feature on the doors, and it would help that we had the rooms open. I'll come back to you in a second, but I'll quickly go and grab the keys of those. But again, in the bathroom, we've just replaced the flooring there, just to make that look a little bit better. So if you wait there. So moving on into room 4. So haven't finished it yet. That's the plan for today, straight tomorrow. Got some new units that have turned up. We're trying to go quite industrial. So you can see that we've got a feature wall, we've got our blinds up. Going to have this room cleaned up and all dressed. And then we've got our hanging rail there. And then into room 5. Some of the furniture's arrived. But again, these rooms will be professionally dressed. Will be ready for photos and uploaded onto the platform this week. So guys, there we have it. It's quite straightforward. We've not spent the earth on this property. To bring it back into play, I think we're roughly around £3,000. So that's our current spending on it. And what is that? Majority has been on labour and paint. And then we've got hedge removal. Just trying to think what else have we spent a large majority. So majority has been paint and labour. We've spent some money on boiler, making sure that the boilers and the timers and the servicing's all working well, so that the boilers are working efficiently. And the aim is that by the end of Christmas this year, that we aim within 2 to 3 months, well 2 months, that the property would have paid us back. We've got the property on a 5-year deal, which means that it's going to cash flow quite handsomely for us over that 5-year period. Now, you guys can do this. There's lots of landlords who've got tired properties, and you can do exactly what we've done. The property already had a HMO license. It already had some tenants in, so it was already covering the base cost. I wanted to increase it, and because I've already got properties on the road, it kind of made sense to me taking control of this, and whilst we're here, managing both on the same road. So hopefully you've enjoyed the design. Hopefully you've enjoyed what we've done with this. You can see the value that we've added to it. You can possibly see that with the way that we've decorated it, we can also increase the value of the property as well. And from a landlord's point of view, that's only a benefit. Because when he now walks into it, he's going to think, well, hang on, potentially I should have done this years ago. But I saw something in this that obviously they did not. And that's where you come and you add your value. So hopefully you've enjoyed this session. As always, if you want to reach out to me on social media or you want to leave any comments below, please feel free to do so. One thing I will say is that if you've liked the video, please smash that subscribe button and also press the notification bell. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can do so on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter by searching Arsh Ellahi. More importantly, if you like more free content like this, go and listen to my podcast, which we release every Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Perfect for when you're hitting the gym. It's called The Property Rebel and it's available on Apple Podcasts, it's Spotify, Stitcher, and a few of the other platforms. More importantly, if you want to try and find properties like this where you can add value yourself, we list things like this all over the country on the app called Property Investor. It's the UK's first property investment platform which showcases all kinds of deals all across the country. So things like below market value deals, rent to rent deals, service accommodation deals, lease option deals, commercial to residential, just to name a few. All you got to do is go to our website, www.propertyinvestorapp.co.uk, or you can go to the App Store on your smartphone and type in Property Investor and download it. It takes 2 minutes and you've got all the deals in the palm of your hand within minutes. So guys, on that note, as always, I wish you to all be safe, well and happy, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Thank you and bye-bye.